This week
in the rest of
baseball.
All right, Stan, we got another week of baseball in the books, right? And
yeah,
a lot of stuff happened. Most recently, this morning, like in a couple hours ago, Carlos Mendoza, former manager, I should say, of the New York Mets.
Has he signed that deal with Howard County?
Mendoza, shit canned.
Yeah, shit canned.
Yeah, they tossed him
you
aside.
You can say that on here.
I know. Well, you said horse shit, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I was thinking about. I was like, do I?
He was shit canned.
Yeah, he was. Mets are 34-47, and they just got absolutely rocked by the Cubs and Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson, by the way, had a 15 RBI in the first 3 games of that series.
And he went into the series, I think, hitting 190.
Yeah,
or something
I think it might have even been lower than that. He was awful.
He's
still not having a good
clearly Carlos
season.
Mendoza's fault,
right, exactly.
not David Stern's fault.
Correct. I mean, he did sign. I mean, you sign Juan Soto and Bo Bichette and Freddie. You trade for Freddie Peralta, and I mean, nobody.
And Luis Robert. That was a great signing.
Nobody is having a good year if you are in a Mets uniform this year. Nolan
Pete
McClain.
Alonso is.
Oh yeah. Did you see they were chanting Pete Alonso?
I heard
the
about
game the other
that.
night. And so I was gonna play as on SNY. They kind of did a they summarized basically Gary Cohen and in the broadcast did a good job basically kind of summarizing everything that happened. This was on Wednesday night. So they lost again yesterday in extra innings. Of course, they got swept by. Did they get swept? Yeah, they got swept.
They got swept in 4 games by the Cubs,
yeah,
including a doubleheader.
So this was
in the middle.
Wednesday's game, and they're going to commit another error, and basically Gary Cohen's just going to kind of rightfully so, kind of lose his mind.
Coming to Kelly, and he hits it sharply at Vientos, and he boots it for yet another error. Unbelievable. The 6th infield error for the Mets tonight.
I'll tell you one thing, they make the Orioles look good.
Yeah.
Second for Vientos. And that puts runners at first and third.
Kelly with ground ball. Gets to Vientos' right. It looked like he wasn't sure whether to backhand it or play it straight up. I think that ball hit him in the knee.
I mean, what do you say at this point? I mean, this team is in the depths of despair. Can't get starting pitching to hold the other team at bay. Struggling with their offense. And now the defense falls apart. 6 infield errors. Unprecedented.
Yeah, so that was Wednesday night for the Mets. That was kind of, I guess they probably would have thought that was their rock bottom. They lose again last night, so it's just not good. 6 errors.
One player on all these lists who will get traded is Freddie Peralta.
He will.
He's been awful.
I mean, so why would anyone trade for him? I mean, I guess take a flyer, but what are you getting for him? Are you getting anything for him?
Like the Cubs would trade for him. I guarantee you the Cubs would trade for him.
Last time Mets had a game with 6 errors. You probably remember. You were there, I bet.
1962.
Yeah, you saw the stat. You had to have seen the stat.
No,
you knew
that was their first year. They were horrible.
Yeah, it was 1962, courtesy of Bob Nightingale. Last time the Mets had 6 errors. And every infielder on Wednesday night had an error that night. That was
when Casey Stengel was managing the Mets.
Oh, okay, nice, good pull, Stan. Couldn't pull any 1962 Mets. Yeah. So yeah, well done. Andy Green takes over. He was formerly
with the San Diego Padres.
So he is the new interim manager for the Mets, and I don't really know where they go from here. I mean, it was kind of weird that they had stuck it out with Mendoza for so long after we had seen the Phillies and the Red Sox kind of go ahead and pull the trigger early in the season.
I'm so far removed from knowing who the new who the hot candidates are. I would think that they're not going to revisit Buck Showalter.
Why not?
I would have no problem with it, but I don't think Steve Cohn is going to go that way. I don't know who the hot candidates are any longer. I guess Alex Cora.
Yeah, Alex Cora's a good one.
And I think the likelihood despite the relationship between Dave Dombrowski and Alex Cora, why in the world would the Phillies want to move on from Don Mattingly
At
with
this
the
point.
job he's done?
Yeah,
So-
they've been great. I had a quick Phillies one, so I guess I'll throw it in
Yeah.
now. They're the first team in baseball to hit a go-ahead home run in the 9th inning of 3 consecutive games. Bryce Harper did it again last night for the Phillies
Ever?
as they first time ever a team has been. So they've been
Trailing
tied or trailing 9th inning, and they hit a home run to go ahead and
win the
take
game.
and take the lead. I mean they did
okay,
win
take the lead.
yeah, just
All right.
to take the lead in the 9th inning. But they did it 3 consecutive nights against the Nats.
Yeah.
So the Nats are reeling a bit as they come to Baltimore. But yeah, the Phillies are playing very well. They didn't even
Yeah.
have Kyle Schwarber this week because he's had a back spasm thing, so he hasn't played
Oh,
I think since Sunday. And he had a great weekend. He had
Yeah.
the 3-homer game on Saturday night. That was that against the Mets? I think that was against. Who did they play last
May have
weekend?
been, yeah.
And then he had another home run Sunday night. And then Schwarber's been out of the lineup, but hopefully he comes back for the sake of my fantasy team.
Yes, it was against the
It was against New York.
Yeah.
Other news, more CBA proposals. Last week we were talking about the draft proposal from the on the side of the MLB about a proposed international draft and changing the age and a lot of different moving parts that we dove into last week. That could be some good, maybe some bad. It seems like the international draft has the most legs, and adding some more structure to the international, at least acquisition of players, which I think could be a good thing. But then there was also the talk of not drafting players in the domestic draft, not making high school players available, which would be a massive change.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see if that. I don't think the MLBPA is going to love that. We'll see. But they came away. They proposed another. The MLB owners and they came away with another proposal yesterday, and this time you referenced it earlier, Stan, and that is the cap on contracts, maximum of 5-year contracts. For free agents changing teams, 6 years if you want to. So say the Orioles hold Adley through the 2027 season, they could re-sign. They could offer him 6 years. I mean, I guess it would take effect immediately, right?
I don't see how the Players Association is going to agree
No,
to
they're not
some
gonna
type
like that.
of limit on that.
When you're seeing, that's probably why the MLB comes with 5 years. So that way they're like, maybe we can do 8 years,
Right,
so that way no one's getting a Juan Soto or a Shohei $700 million 10-year
for
contract.
12,
Whatever.
13 years.
Obviously,
Well,
those contracts will be grandfathered
those
in.
contracts are idiocy by the teams.
Yeah,
They again,
right. I know
they're
they're
dictating
upset,
what the
like,
player wants,
Yeah.
not what's good for them. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Giving Albert Pujols like a 13-year contract when he was like 29 years old doesn't make a lot of sense. There aren't a lot of players that retain their value into their 40s.
Right,
It's
right.
just-
Unless you're Jamie Moyer or
What's that?
unless you're Jamie Moyer.
Jamie Moyer's a rarity.
Okay,
Yeah.
not a lot of Jamie Moyers out there.
No.
But yeah, so that is the latest, and I mean, yeah, it'd probably be some give and take there where the
You think he
MLBPA
could help
just says
the
no.
Orioles now,
and
Jamie Moyer? Is that what you're
do you
saying?
think he could pitch into the 5th inning?
I think he could go 4.
You think he could go 4? Well, then that's all the Orioles need, really.
Yeah.
That's. And the MLBPA also proposed late last night. This had nothing. There was no kind of response or anything to the draft stuff or the contract stuff. It was just they decided to propose their own new idea for this new CBA, and they wanted a ban on individual player prop bets to help combat harassment from disgruntled gamblers.
Yeah.
That was their reasoning. Which, first of all, on the surface, banning individual player props, I mean, I think that's, like, especially when we've had kind of issues, especially recently with players betting on, not just baseball, but,
Right.
we've talked about, obviously, Brendan Sorsby in college football. And
That guy
there's
will
been
never,
basketball,
that
obviously.
guy will never play in the NFL.
Sorsby?
Sorsby. There's
All right.
no way in hell.
Would you think, I mean, there's apparently the NCAA has no power. Do you think maybe a team down the street should sign him to play
What's-
college football this year?
College Park?
No. Closer. Literally, I
Towson?
can see it. Yeah.
Towson?
Towson. You need a
Take
quarterback.
Sorsby?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
I think he's headed into.
You know how good that would make us?
I think
now.
I think he'd be heading to the Canadian Football League.
That's probably a good spot for him. You're not lying, Stan. Anyway, so that would ban bets.
I was right about Trevor Bauer that he would never pitch again.
That's a little
in the
different
Major
than
Leagues.
the gambling
It's
thing,
different.
but yes, you're right. No more bets on like a player to hit a home run. Like I'm walking into the game tonight, I want to bet Samuel Basallo to hit a home run. No more of that. I want to bet on Trevor Rogers, to have 7 strikeouts. No more of that.
Now, who's proposing this?
This is the MLBPA.
The MLP.
Yes, the players.
Major League Baseball Players Association.
Yes, the players are proposing this one. Which again, on the surface, I think kind of like it would get rid of those kind of first pitch. Like the thing that got Emmanuel Clase and who was I forget who the other Cleveland pitcher was. Ortiz was it? But yeah, it got Emmanuel Clase in trouble last year. Was the first pitch of the inning type.
He'll never pitch again in the major leagues.
You're probably right.
Yeah,
you're probably right. And that's kind of what the precedent should be. So yeah, it was crazy that Sorsby was even kind of coming close to. We'll see what happens with Sorsby. That's another. We could dive into that.
I love how he was going to get around the whole problem by going into supplemental draft.
Yeah,
and the supplemental draft has been canceled.
So that's your latest on the new CBA proposals from each party.
All right.
It was Stan on Monday. I'm not sure if you saw on Monday down in Miami.
Yeah.
That there was Bark of the Park night down at Lone Depot Park. And so the Miami the Marlins broadcast captured a great image here of a pup in the front here getting his parents, his owners to feed him a hot dog.
Right.
And you might see Stan in the
background. I smell something with the other dog.
Yeah, that other dog is he's just looking on, isn't he? He can't. He's watching this. He's watching that dog enjoy basically a full hot dog, and he's just watching. Nothing he can do about it. So that went viral. That went pretty viral on Monday night.
And those people had no clue.
Yeah, the owners. So the owners were like 2 seats over, and
right.
Their dog was sitting there.
They're just having a good time with their dog.
Yes. Well, yeah.
When they're
torturing. Well, it's not their. Yeah. Well, that's not their dog. That's not their responsibility.
They're torturing this other dog.
But the Marlins went ahead and wanted to kind of try to make right of the situation.
So they got that dog a dog.
Yes. They put out a they put out a flyer to find this dog because they wanted to treat him to a really fun day at.
Did they send him a
Depot.
dog?
Did they send him? No. Well, no, they didn't hear about this until the rest of the internet, like later that night and Tuesday morning. But yeah, they put out a flyer. Find this dog. The Marlins would like to treat him to a dream day at Lone Depot Park.
Oh.
And they did. They found him. The owner did like a local news interview, and he was like, "Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'll bring him back out." He was like, "I didn't even notice that he was watching and just kind of crying. He wasn't crying, but he was."
Did he get a dog?
I imagine he got something.
Okay.
I don't think he's gone back to the park yet, but it sounds like they're going to treat him to something, and I'm sure he'll have a.
That's a great.
I'm sure he'll have a good day. Yeah.
That's
so we go from gambling and managers getting fired. There are good things that happen in baseball.
Why don't we send him some dogs?
That would require work on my part, Stan.
Okay.
So I'll just be honest. I'll just be honest with you. I don't want to.
So that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear about Jazz Chisholm likes playing baseball with lollipops in his mouth?
No, I did not hear about.
I'll let. This was courtesy of John Boy. As they do it, they do a weekly interview of Aaron Boone each week, and apparently Boone was not aware that Jazz likes to play with lollipops, so they brought it up to him, and this is kind of how it played out. Oh, I muted it. Hold on.
Second time this year we've seen him play with a lollipop in his mouth. Is there anything that you care about there?
What are the analytics there?
Oh, yeah, that pisses me off.
Okay.
I didn't know about it until after the game. So he and I talked about that. That won't be going on.
Okay. So, yeah, we both got uncles coming out of the woodwork that just don't like that.
Second time? There was another time?
Yeah, in Boston when he was freezing cold he took an at-bat with a lollipop in his mouth in Boston.
Yeah, that's not on that.
Jazz has a lollipop.
So how do you feel about that, Stan? Or are you on Boone's side here?
The reason I don't like playing with a lollipop in your mouth, there's too much problem with safety. In other words, if a weird play happens and somebody slides into third base, if he's playing third base or second base, and the thing goes in his mouth, he could choke on the thing.
Well, he's a professional athlete. You expect him to have some athleticism, I guess.
Okay. That's a
Well, guess what? Later that night, Jazz ended up coming through. I think he hit a go-ahead home run or a game-tying home run in the 6th inning.
Did he hide those in
Cleveland.
Giancarlo Stanton's pants?
He
The
might have.
lollipops.
He might have. He's wearing a different teammate's pants every night. I think.
Yeah.
One night he was wearing Trent Grisham's pants, and the next night he's probably wearing Judge's pants. And either way, they don't fit him. He doesn't. They can't fit him. That's the only rule. He can't wear pants that fits him.
Okay.
But he did hit a home run, and Aaron Boone addressed it again.
I knew that Lil Wayne Lollipop is playing right now.
It is not lost on me. Yeah, the Lollipop kid came through tonight in a big way, so that was good. He can have all the lollipops he wants now, so we're good.
So there you go.
Right.
So he is. I think he went on to say that he can't take him out to second base with him. He doesn't want him to take the lollipop out to second base, but he can continue to have lollipops.
That's the end of this weekend.
No, there's one more, Stan, because it's another week. That means there was another weird base running thing involving Pete Crow Armstrong.
Okay.
This was also in that vaunted Mets the end of Carlos Mendoza's Mets managing career. But
Did this happen last night?
No, this happened, I think, Tuesday night, I want to say.
Tuesday night in the night game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, so Pete Crow, so it's a 3-2 count here.
Okay.
And at the bat, Michael Bush is at bat, and this is going to be ball 4, Stan, but Pete Crow Armstrong's on first, and he attempts to steal second.
Okay.
So we'll let it play out here, and Craig Counsell is eventually going to get ejected after all of this. So it was a walk. So he gets second. He's entitled to second base.
Right.
So he touches. You see that he touched it first.
Right.
The Mets. This was a good play by Carlos Mendoza. They challenge this.
Right.
And
you mean he comes off the bag?
Yes, he comes off the bag, and the tag stays on. So the Mets. So you see,
challenge.
So he's safe. So he's safe.
Right.
He was tagged out. The throw beat him, but he's safe because it was ball 4. So he gets second base. But then he comes off again. Right there, I think, and the tag is. The tag was still on. I think I might have.
I think that's a terrible call to call him out.
Well, the Mets challenge it. They call him out, and that is the rule. And Craig Counsell was he got ejected because I think he got it. Yeah, he got ejected because he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. So Pete Crow Armstrong was out on the base paths once again.
I can't believe it either.
On ball 4, he was thrown out at second.
This week in the rest of baseball,